Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're on the YouTube account and we are continuing our progression, guys. We are already up to 49-36. That is right. We are over halfway done with chapter 49 at this point, and we just got enough of our essence to go ahead and level up, and that is right. There is level 750, guys, 750 levels, which is kind of crazy. We continue to make a lot. I remember when the 600 milestone, the 650, the 700, and now we are at the 750 level 750 milestone. 1.6 or 167, so 167 billion combat rating overall. We're going to continue in here, guys, with hopefully a couple more boss stages. Now, Sono Rez and I have been kind of going back and forth as we're making our progression. You can see, guys, we have 30 levels on Sono Rez, which is kind of crazy. And I always look to see if we're still running the Thorin comp. And I also look to see where's the next milestone. So here is the 740, guys. So we still have 10 levels on this team. Overall, the pets that they have are quite a bit higher, but I believe this is going to be an easy formation that we're going to be able to. Because remember, guys, at this point, the levels make a really, really big difference. The builds that we have on these heroes make a big difference. Now, one thing in here is I don't have Amelia built, which is sometimes very difficult within the formations without having Amelia built up to that 60. But I want to see if we can get this one to work. Now, we are running, as you can see, Mulan in here. So Mulan will actually get stuck on the totems. But I think this is probably going to be a defeat overall because, again, she's just trying to kill the totems. You get stuck. And there are a lot of heroes, including Mahira, that get stuck on the totems, just like what we've seen right there. But boom, there's the crowd control. Now we know Mizoth doesn't get the crowd control, doesn't get the froze that Amelia had, but we need Athalia to do a lot of damage in this formation. And it looks like that is exactly what she's doing, guys. Boom, takes Mizoth down pretty easy in that one to complete the boss stage. Now it's funny, one thing my son noticed was the teddy bear in the back with the cut belly. He doesn't like the teddy bear in this one at all. So it's kind of crazy. We're going to have to go through here a little bit faster because anytime that he sees any of the campaign stages with the poor, sad toys in the back, he is not too happy. But overall, quick work of that one. Now this one, an interesting formation. So we are running Baden and then we are running Yennefer. Now, a lot of players have found quite a bit of utility with Yennefer. Honestly, I'm happy to see that, again, that we are finding some uses for different heroes because, again, Treasure Scramble, a lot of different game modes, a lot of these heroes have been built up considerably, and I don't like building out these heroes when there's little to no utility. And you can see here we're kind of getting crushed in this one as well. And a lot of these, of course, it doesn't pick up the SP effect as well, which I don't understand the logic or why they would not have built that in. But when you look at different formations, again, a lot of it doesn't pick up which, if you're running more than one of our awakened heroes, what SP effect is actually in effect within here. But I do kind of go back and forth and see, and look at that, guys. Solus does get it done without having the SP effect. And here we have Mahira. Now this one, of course, guys, is running the hypo comps, double buffs in this one. That is the big thing to remember in here. Olgath does a ton of damage, but as soon as these targets come back up, or Matria comes back up, does work incredibly well. And then we have Thane in here with just massive buffers. So Tamaris is buffing, Demia is buffing, Vathiel is buffing, Zorath does a lot of damage. Look at Demia, guys. Demia has some survivability. Again, just need the RNG factor of this really to take over. Now, the main carry that I've been using in a lot of different game modes has been the Awakened version of Belinda. As that Awakened version of Belinda has been working incredibly well, which I'm very happy to see, which we knew she would, based on just the build, based on the power. And I'm wondering in this one, even not having Demia built up to a certain extent, what were they running in here with this formation? They're all 60C. Tamaris isn't at 60. I'm wondering if that is going to make a big difference. But usually the RNG factor can take it over. But Tamaris is jumping in and then dying relatively fast. So we want to try to keep Tamris alive to, of course, get that enthusiasm buff up. If he can get that enthusiasm buff up, it's going to go on every other person in here. Every other target essentially picks up that buff. Look at him dying out quick, guys. And of course, Demia puts out a lot of damage as well, which is cool to see. We just need Tamris. And sometimes it's as easy as changing up an artifact to actually keep the hero alive. Or it could be even Zolrath on the repeat, because of course Zolrath is going to do a lot more damage when he does the rewind. Let's see what we're running on Tamris. Still on the list. Tamris is still completely on the list of heroes that I want to build to the 60. Just don't have the resources at this point, guys. This is kind of where you get stuck within AFK Arena. Either you're going to do a lot of repeats, or you're going to level up the heroes, or you're going to really build out a lot of these heroes. And again, Tamris seems like we're going to have to get this done. Give it one more attempt. I'll see if it is just going to take some RNG in here. Again, guys, Demia puts out a lot of damage in this formation. And just like that, guys, changing it up a little bit. So I went in with the Thorn Cheese on the very last one. I'm going to run through it and show you. So 103 billion right there, 69.53. So definitely doing some solid damage. 284 billion there from Belinda. Kind of insane, guys. 105 billion right there. Now this one, of course, 147 from Ogath. And then the Thorn Cheese putting out 181, guys, making it very easy. Now the Thorn Cheese worked on the first attempt. Boom, there's one retaliation. Second one comes in. Boom, second retaliation. Breaks it down, of course, with Kelthar right there, making it very easy to go ahead and make progression. Now, like I said, we want to get through, and we're pushing to 50 is what we're looking for. I don't think we're going to do it all in this video, but we're definitely going to make the progression. Now, we have seen a big rise of this team mode, guys, which is, of course, the awakened version of Belinda with Leonardo. It has really been impressive in a lot of different game modes. And you can see, guys, even though Belinda went down right there. And again, when you're looking at copying the formation, so if I'm using the one like from Sono Res, running multiple awakened heroes, so we have Brutus in here, we do have Belinda in here, it doesn't pick, again, I don't know if they've updated this, but a lot of players said that it does not pick the SP effect that you want. So going through and actually changing up the effect that you're looking for makes a big difference, because again, it doesn't choose the one that you want. So if you want Belinda's, you're going to have to switch it after you make the formation, unless that was hot fixed. Leonardo's dying here in just a quick second. Boom. But now, as you can see, guys, they actually went down to the bottom on this one, which is kind of interesting. So in that one, Scrag actually went down to Raku instead of going on the awakened version of Belinda. So it did change it up a little bit. I wonder some of these other formations, guys. 754, which again, there's Belinda, there's Amelia. Love the combination in here because, of course, it's going to be very fast crowd control. Boom. Everyone is frozen. That means energy regeneration starts on everyone that is attacking. Amplification comes up from Leonardo. Burning it down very fast in there, guys. Look at that. 90 billion damage that fast. Bringing us to 4940. And I'm just going to go in here with Sono Res, because that's who we've been kind of following. But you can see, guys, players are starting to fall out in this point. And of course, the first one is the Thorn Cheese. But the Thorn Cheese worked incredibly well in the last one. We got, again, really lucky with the Thorn Cheese. Now, that one, I don't think Iran is meant to pull anyone in this one. Or it might be the RNG factor we're looking for. Boom, everyone's stacked. Retaliation 1, Retaliation 2. Almost got it done. Almost got it done short of Morrow there on the bottom, which a lot of times will be killed out by Kelthar. That's the big thing in this one, guys. If Kelthar can take out that bottom target, that's what we need him to do. And again, this is an RNG factor. I know this is a lot less likely than what we see with the Mahira comp. The Mahira comp has an incredible amount of RNG. Thorn's just getting pulled to the top. Boom, there's retaliation. Again, I think we're going to have to take down... We're going to have to find out something to take down Morrow in this one. Yeah, seems like the RNG with this one is just going to have to see about getting Morrow down in this one. Almost took out Mishka. All right, I'm going to go ahead and switch this up a little bit, try to do it without the thorn cheese. There's a couple ones right at 747 the other player was at, so I'm hoping again that we can get this to work. And they didn't have that fully built Amelia, which I think was really affecting it last time, but we can't have Rem die early in this one. But it looks like it's working, guys, with Brutus pushing people around, have some crowd control in there. Even without Rem in this one, we still get it done. Taking out Mishka with Brutus, very, very cool. Now this one, of course, like we've seen before, guys, the Matria comp has made a huge, huge difference. Just need Olgath to ult. His ult is kind of broken. But again, the RNG factor of this one, I'm hoping to get this stage done. Frampton goes right over. We have a Z's that dies pretty quick. I feel like we need a little bit of a faster ult or a little bit more survivability out of this team. Because remember, Aziz is the energy battery in this one. Right there, Olgath didn't even get to ult. And we're running this 6th man in this team because we do have the Slumbering Seal up here. Just need to get a little bit more survivability. There we go. And I'm wondering if Matria can take out everybody else in here. The higher you build these out, guys, like I said, the better ultimately they are going to perform. And even the RNG factor in there, Olgath died really fast in that one, which cannot happen. We're not going to be able to get through here if Olgath is the one dying out. Boom, there's the ult. Of course, Brutus, we have his immunity triggered. Seems like we're just getting to the last two. Really to the last two tanks, but we're looking at a very, very heavy level deficiency in here, guys. I mean, we're at what? I think we passed 1,000 a while ago, 1,036. That's what, 250, just short of 300. That 286. Again, makes a really big difference, guys. When you're running north of 200, especially when you get kind of north of 250, just takes a lot more attempts. Takes a lot more attempts to try to get these formations done. But again, we know the formations work. We know it was 3. Actually, the player was 3 levels lower than where we are now. They were at 747, and they got this done with the exact same comp. Big difference is, of course, where you have the pets built to. So even looking in this formation, right here, they are at 18. See, that is a big, big difference. Heroes are comparable. They're almost the exact same. But here, 60 billion from the Slumbering Seal at 18. I don't have the seal even at 15. So again, that might mean just a lot more attempts. A lot more attempts to get this done. Because we're going to have the Slumbering Seal, which he just ulted right there. We're going to have to get the pet to work within this formation. The seal still does so much damage. It's still kind of crazy that we have a pet that's doing as much damage as we see with the Slumbering Seal. but we should be able to do it. And then this one, of course, this is literally the formation that we were just running. And again, I feel like Tamara's has to be built up a little bit more. We'll have to figure this out to actually get through here. Again, I think it's going to work. We're just going to have to go through with a lot more attempts. There is Athalia, and there is the awakened version of Belinda, and then we do have Demia in here as well, which is awesome to see. So, all right, guys, we're going to sit here and we're going to grind this out, but that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.